mean, his idea, his perception of masculinity are all material oriented. It's all carnalism. Fast cars, lots of women, useless, meaningless.
But isn't that the meaning of life?
For somebody like him, it is. For somebody, that's why he chose to be a Muslim, because it's they're compatible.
Why?
Because, you could imagine if he was to try to become Catholic, he'd have to give all that stuff up. He wouldn't necessarily have to give it all up. He could still drive a nice car. He could still have nice property. But the womanizing and the fornication and all that stuff, he'd have to make an effort to try to give that up. He's not going to do that. He's not man enough.
Hopefully he does.
Maybe, and that's why we pray for him, and that's why we pray for our enemies. Not that he's an enemy, but he's an enemy of the truth. He's an enemy to real men.
Why is this idea of masculinity, what he preaches, why is what he offers so popular?
It's easy. Because look, the pot of gold at the end of this rainbow is all these women in fast cars and pretended, fame and vainglory. It's all very attractive to the ignorant.
Well, when you break it down like that, it's so obvious that it's so stupid to even consider what Andrew Tate offers.
He's not a very smart man. He's clever.
Well, then his followers aren't very smart either.
A lot of men are not very smart. So
because when you break it down this way, it makes to me.
He's got his following.
Clear as daylight.
I'm going to have a lot of people. If people hear this, I'm going to have a lot of people, and a lot of people, hating on me.
How did this idea get popular? This false notion of Matt. How did this whole thing?
Because of our
popular?
fallen nature. His whole platform is built on the glorification and the gratification of our fallen nature. That's easy. We just follow our fallen nature. It's like, what's easier? Falling down the hill or climbing Mount Everest? He's falling down the hill, and he's convincing millions of other men to fall down the hill in the name of masculinity, rather than climbing the mountain. He's climbing no mountain. There's no sacrifice in what he's doing.
Well, what do you have to offer? That's different. Well,
I don't have anything to offer other than Christ. That's all I can. Everything has to be pointed to Christ, the ultimate man.
And who says
any
that's
deviation
true?
From that? And Christ said that. Christ lived that. That's very recognizable in his life.
Well, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Of course you are. I know you are. Yeah. If you're only in it for this realm, if you're only in it for the apparent good, then you're no sage. You're no man. You're a clever animal. You might be a well-dressed animal that can drive a fast car.
So how do young men combat this or ignore this?
Well, they need to understand that if they're following a person like this Andrew Tate as their example of how I become a man, you might just as well follow the cannibal guy in how to be a great chef. It's this. Don't go there. Don't follow that. You don't want to eat like that, and you don't want to follow somebody like Andrew Tate or him who's blowing this, I'm sorry to say, this incredibly ignorant smoke up your ass, in the name of masculinity, and it gives masculinity a bad name. There's nothing masculine, truly masculine about that type of lifestyle. It's just all vanity. Thank you for watching. We're here to try to help you avoid hell and achieve heaven. Please read our book, Mount Doom, The Prophecy of Tolkien Revealed. If you're a Tolkien fan, this is Mount Doom, The Prophecy of Tolkien Revealed, where Tolkien reveals everything about his mythology, and we need to understand this now. Hell is grabbing for you. Heaven reaches down his hand and offers you the hand. This book helps you take the hand of God.